What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream here with Flightsim.to. welcome. If anybody's even on this, welcome to another stream here with Flightsim.to. I was not able to stream at the last one. I missed my stream. I'm going to be honest with you. I just slept through it. I missed my last stream. Forgot to do that. My apologies. So I will try to make up for that by streaming twice in the next 12 hours. So this is a first stream that we're gonna do. Alright. Alrighty. So today is going to be pretty fun. And the last stream that I did perform, we took out the Piper Dakota over free scenery that I found on Flightsim.to that put some animals, some safari game into the region of Manquay Dam in South Africa. It put a lot of animals around that Manquay Dam and we were able to go around and check them out, and it was really fun. Very fun little live stream, checking out the animals there. Nice little sightseeing tour, very leisurely flight. And it also came with a nice little handcrafted airport, which is actually Pilanesberg International Airport. So it was actually a major airport, to be honest with you. Not major, but you get my point. It's an international airport with a rather large runway available to it. Today we're going to take a similar direction. I'm still flying the Piper Dakota. Decided to take it out for one more stream here today because it is so enjoyable, to be honest with you. As much as I'm not a fan of non-study level aircraft, this aircraft is really enjoyable. It's very nice. So I just like it. You know, I really need to get my hands on the Piper Comanche because I have a feeling I'm really going to enjoy that. And I've also been thinking about getting my hands on the Flight Factor 777. But yeah. I thought I will get my hands, I'll get started with this particular aircraft here. I'll continue with this particular aircraft here just to continue our GA flying here in MSFS. But today we are in an airport called Ngorongoro. Now, Ngorongoro is in Tanzania. It is in Tanzania, and that's in Africa for those of you who don't know. This is Ngorongoro Airport, or rather an airstrip. It has a grass runway or a dirt runway. It's a very small airstrip, as you can tell by the images in front of you. It is a very, very small airstrip that we're flying out of. This is part of a scenery package that I've picked up from Flightsim.to. Once again, this is a free scenery package that gives us a handcrafted Ngorongoro airport scenery, as well as improved scenery for the Ngorongoro crater. For those of you who don't know what or where Ngorongoro crater is, it's actually a conservation area and it's protected. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it is located in Tanzania. Okay, it is in Tanzania, and the area is obviously named after the crater, Ngorongoro crater. It's a volcanic caldera. So we're going to be able to clearly see that geographic formation of the volcanic caldera, the crater. We're going to be able to see it very, very clearly. So we're going to check that out today. It's right nearby. It's literally a stone's throw away from where we are parked right now. And we're going to go in there, and the reason why we're going to check out that place, first of all, it's beautiful. It's a crater. It's modeled really nicely. We're going to check out the scenery. In addition to that, the scenery pack inputs some very, very good animals. Okay, so it's largely accurate of what you would find in that Ngorongoro crater. And what makes this place so special is that, you know, it's protected on all sides by the walls of this caldera. So it provides a nice little cocoon for these animals to graze around in fairly flat land within the caldera. There's also a lake inside that volcanic crater. So that's enough chitty chatty yuppie from me. Let's go ahead and jump into the aircraft. First of all, let's go to the walk around mode. Alrighty. Here we are. Very lovely aircraft as usual. The same one from the last stream. Very beautiful aircraft as well. Today I'm flying with a livery that I picked up from Flightsim.to as well. Doesn't look too shabby. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the chocks first, followed by the covers there. We're gonna remove that, and then followed by, let's dip underneath here and get rid of our pitot tube covers. Very nice to see that. We can see that there's a bit of wind here today. Not sure if today is the best day to do this. We can see that visibility might be restricted, although I hope it's better in the caldera. So that way is where the caldera will be. Hopefully it will be a little better in there. Why is there an eagle suspended in midair just sitting on top? What is that about? There's a little bit of a glitch there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a closer look at that. Now, I must mention something I nearly forgot. This scenery is not intended for 2024. It is intended for 2020. So this is for those who are flying in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. However, I just decided to give it a whirl and chuck it in 2024 in my community folder. And it has worked for the most part, apart from issues like this. A suspended eagle in the middle of nowhere, which I assume in 2020 has some sort of a perch point over here, which it does not in 2024. So it looks a bit odd, but we can expect some glitches like that because obviously the scenery is not meant for 2024, and they do make that clear on the page on Flightsim.to. So you've got a lovely little handcrafted cabin, and you've got a couple of buildings here. Oh, what are these? Some floating rocks here, and that's about it for the scenery. There isn't much else to it. And there is our little airstrip. As you can tell, it's a grass and dirt runway for the most part. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That all said and done, let's jump back into the cockpit and get started without further delay. As you can tell, this scenery also comes with a nice tan interior, which I'm really enjoying, to be honest with you. I really enjoy the tan interior that this livery comes with. It's really wonderful. I'm enjoying that a lot. Very soothing beige color. We're going to remove the yokes out of our side here. Let's get the party started, shall we? Fuel selector can come to the left tank for today. We can go ahead and turn on our batteries here. We can turn on the avionics, because why not? Put this on as well. Engine primer 1. Oh, before the engine primer, we need to put the condition up here, mixture. crack open the throttle slightly. Let's go primer. Let's go primer. And fuel pump can go on, alternators can go on, anti-collision lights can go on. Then let's go ahead and start our engines. There we go. We are in business. Let's put that RPM above 1,000. And there we go. Let's come down here. Let's tune that in there. Wait for our GPS to acquire the satellite signals there. Let's go on our transponder and put it on altitude for the time being. Because why not? We'll go altitude select 2,000 feet only on the autopilot today because well, let's do 3,000. It is. We'll do 3,000. No, you know what? Let's compromise. 2,500 on the altitude. We'll put that in there. We can put our flaps for takeoff already. Let's do that. Let's actually come down here and make sure that our trim is on the neutral position, which it is. Okay, that's been wonderful. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. We'll leave this on. Anything else for us to do? Our fuel is more than plenty for today. We don't need to do anything else here. We do not need to do anything else here. Let's set local pressure on the altimeter, which is we're at around, I expect some elevation here, so we're at around, yeah, we are way up there, 7,700 feet. That is a long way up there. The elevation is 7,770 feet, which is exactly what we have showing here. So that's good. So we are at high altitude. We can't expect too much of high performance here from our aircraft. And as a matter of fact, our fuel mixture should be slightly low here as it is. But everything else, we can leave it the way it is. This aircraft probably wouldn't have started with high fuel mixture if it was modeled realistically, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, all that is done and we are ready to get ourselves out of here and take off. Check out the sceneries along the way. Check out some animals along the way. Now there are some animals which are harder to spot, like there are lions modeled into this particular scenery. If you take a look at it right here, if you come to the flight planner right here, there are some lions and stuff modeled here as well. Okay, there are some lions and they are harder to spot, so that is something for us to remember. So I'm going to perform this flight in two ways. Firstly, we're just going to fly normally, full immersion, you know, we're not going to do anything, we're just going to fly around, spot what animals we can. And then I would actually like to go back into the menu and see if we can check out the animals in a more strategic manner, just so we can check out. You know what? I'll do that in the video, not during the live right now. So I'll do that during the video. I'll make a video on this scenery as well. And during that video, I will check out the animals in more detail. But for now, let's go ahead and get taxiing. I'll release the parking brake momentarily as soon as I'm done setting up my throttle quadrant here. So just give me about 30 seconds to do that. Alright, I'm back with you. I'm back with you. Okay, release parking brake. There we go, we are rolling. Let's turn around. Let's turn around slightly here. What a beautiful sight that is. Let's put on our landing lights. It doesn't really have a taxi light per se, so we can leave the pitot heats on as well. There we are. Give it a bit of oomph. There we go. Take off from this side today. I love the sound on this, I have to say. I love the way how this engine sounds. I'm not sure if it's realistic, but it sounds fantastic. Is there an issue with our rudder? I believe we have an issue, don't we? No, we don't. We don't. Okay, I think that's plenty of runway, but I will go towards the end anyway. Go towards the end. Oh, that runway is long. For a grass and dust strip, it is very long. It's 7,000 feet. What? Why is the runway so long? It's a 7,770 foot runway in total, apparently. It's about 5,200 feet of grass. That's what it says. It's about 5,200 feet of grass available, including the dust, about 7,770 feet. That's a lot of runway, right? We really don't need all of this today. But anyway. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's turn around right here. There we are. Oh, a little too brazen there with the turning around. The flaps are set. Altimeter, we need to turn it on. There we go. Everything else is done and we are ready for takeoff. Fuel mixture is supposed to be rich on takeoff, but today I'm going this way. So let's go. Alright, we are good to go. Take off nice and gentle. There we go. No retraction on the gear there. We can immediately see the landscape. There it is. Immediately we are able to spot. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to keep my flaps down and I'm going to pull my throttles back. Because today I want to fly really slow so we can check out the animals. There is a crater ahead of us. We can see the caldera very, very clearly, and the airstrip is right there. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? Check that out. Look at that. There's some hotels modeled over there. We'll take a look at that too. Beautiful stuff, man. Look at that. That's just wonderful. So let's get in here. We'll remain slow today. We'll bring down our propeller a little bit. We'll dip our nose there. Cut our mixture further. And there we go. Let's fly into the caldera here and check out what we can see. It's beautiful. First, we'll perform a little loop around the formation itself. And we'll do that at pace. So let's go ahead and increase that. Increase our speed as well. We'll do that at a bit of pace, and then after that we'll dip into the crater. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Check that out. Let's go check that place out. It's like a lovely little, not little, it seems like a large complex, but there it is. Seems like some sort of hotel or something. Okay, our speed is dipping like crazy, but that's okay. We're gonna retrieve it. There we go. Yeah, that looks like a very beautiful handcrafted hotel or a resort or something of the sort. The view from there must be absolutely crazy. It's perched right on top. Look at that. The view from there must be crazy. We'll cut the throttle because we are overspeeding a little bit. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Alright, we're gonna go around the entire... It is a large area, to be honest. We'll go around it. Very, very lovely. Nice looking atmospheric conditions here. Very, very lovely as well. Beautiful. Really cool. Check that out. is pretty cool. Check that out. Okay, that view is messed up, my bad, but it's just beautiful. Love the leathery dashboard of the aircraft there, but Caldera is a large region here, huh? Yeah, it seems to be. Okay. So we're just skirting the perimeter, and it is much larger than I thought it would be. We'll see the animals in a bit. Once we go down into the floor of the crater. Very nice. Let's give it a bit more speed here. Winds are not on our side here. It's about 24 knots, 16 knot crosswind here with some headwind components, so it's not exactly the best in terms of wind. Can barely maintain VFR flight at the moment. That's not too bad though. Alright, let's make that turn. That is the edge of the caldera right there. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at the texturing on the compass. The side of the compass. Coronado is really good at this. I love their texture. Had they come out with like a study level Piper Dakota, I would have been over the moon. But it's by no means a bad aircraft. Alright, so there we go. That is the perimeter of the Ngorongoro crater there. We're gonna go back in now. I'm gonna go check out the animals, because that's what we're here for, right? Oh, would you look at that? You can see... Oh, that's pretty cool. I love how the scratches on the windscreen are like so... That is really cool. Alrighty. Let's skirt the outer wall here one more time, and then we're gonna head down towards a lake in the middle of the caldera, which we can see right off there at the top corner. That lake is called Lake Magadi, and so that's where we're gonna go. And near the lake we should be able to spot some animals. Quite a bit of them at least. Okay. Let's turn in. Let's turn in towards the lake and go check out some animals. You can see the other side of the caldera wall ahead of us. We're not gonna go that far. We're just gonna go in towards the lake now slowly, and we should be able to spot some animals. Very nice. Look at that. Beautiful area. Why is there a black area shown on the GPS? I'm confused as to why that's happening, but it's beautiful. Alrighty. Look at that. If you look up pictures of this place on Google, it looks absolutely out of this world. It looks like paradise. Damn, the texture work on this aircraft is incredible. Alright. Let me turn in. One more time, directly this time. Let's also drop our nose here. Cut the power. We'll also slow ourselves down and put our flaps down so we can fly really slowly here, so we can take a good look around as we spot animals. We don't want to be rushing past them and not catch a good glimpse, right? So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna continue circling the lake, spotting some animals. Well, let's see how that goes. Cutting throttle. The flight model isn't too bad though. It does respond fairly accurately, to be honest with you. So before I come into the areas with the animals, I just want to bleed some speed. There we go. Put the flaps down, position 1. Put the flaps down, position 2. Alrighty. Now we can give it a bit of throttle. Okay, and our first glimpse of wildlife is here, ladies and gentlemen. We can see some giraffes. There we are. There it is, some giraffe right there. Let's take a quick look around, make sure we can we gotta be careful with this. Careful with our speed here, but we can see some giraffes off to our left there. Let me turn it in tighter. Hello there, Mr. Ernest. How are you doing? There it is. There are some giraffes for us to enjoy. Look at that. Very nice. Another safari. Yes, that's right. I found another scenery with very free scenery on Flightsim.to for the Ngorongoro crater, which is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. It is modeled fairly well here, and during bright weather this place looks absolutely phenomenal. Just we're not lucky enough to have bright weather today, but that's okay. Let's turn it around. Ooh, we have a stall. Just give it a bit of power there, that's okay. We have to fly as slowly as possible to make sure that we get a glimpse of these animals. Right, so let's just keep flying here, try to catch as many animals as we can. Fly bush talk radio? No, thank you. I hate the tour guides and stuff that keep interrupting the stream. I hate those nonsensical AI stuff. They don't turn out as fun as this. They never do. They definitely do not turn out as fun as spotting animals on a safari. So yeah, I don't know. I'll give them a shot, but there are not many places on planet Earth where you can go where a flight like that is actually worth it. So might consider it. I don't like bush talk radio. I hate them. I hate the pre-recorded stuff. I find it annoying. I find that whole stuff annoying. I just find it very annoying and disruptive. I don't know. It's just what I find. I mean, no one... And it talks too much. You know, and... you pass the landmark and it's still talking about it. It doesn't make any sense. It's weird. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna continue here. Keep an eye out for animals. Ah, there it is. We've got something in our sight here. There are a couple of zebras there. Oh my god. My POV is not working well. Hold on. Okay, give it some oomph here. There it is. Oh, we've lost track of them by the time we stabilize the flight. They're here somewhere. There's a couple of zebras that I just managed to see. There are a couple of zebras here. I'm pretty sure I managed to see. I don't know where they are now. Oh, there they are. There they are. I don't know if you guys look at the wingtip. Look at the wingtip. You should be able to see two zebras right there. Yep, they're moving right now. There we are. When you go close to them with the aircraft, they actually run around. So that's pretty realistic, by the way. It's pretty realistic. It's pretty cool, isn't it? There are lions modeled here as well, but they are way too small for us to be able to accurately find them without actually plotting exactly where they are, which kind of takes away from the spirit of the flying. I will do that in the video though. I will plot an exact course and I will find them. So in the showcase video I will do that, but for today we're just gonna fly around and find the animals ourselves, because that's what's fun, right? Give me a second here. I gotta check something. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this whilst manually flying. Okay. I have to. Alright, there we go. We found more animals. Perfect. We have found more animals, ladies and gentlemen. Cut that speed a little bit. Oh no, not by too much. We're going to stall. Codays, hello there. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. We have Codays in the chat. Welcome. I am working on setting up my Patreon, by the way. I have created a Patreon page and everything. I just haven't published it yet. I will do that in the next few coming days. There we go. We've got some wildebeest underneath us, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some wildebeest. We've got a large herd of animals. Wildebeest, some zebras. There we are. Look at that. Some antelope or gazelles, whatever they are. Not sure what exactly they are, but something from the deer family, I suppose. Let's make it tighter. What are tour flights? What do you mean by that, Codays? You shall be my first member. Well, thank you very much, man. That's much appreciated. That's much appreciated. These are... It's basically a safari flight for us to check out. Look at this wildlife. Man, that's a large herd of wildebeest. You can see some gazelles or antelope or whatever they are. Some deer in there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Lordy, look at that. That is pretty cool. I have to be careful with the speed here, but it's so cool. Check that out. That's a lot of wildlife. That is a big herd of animals right there. Very fun for us to see. Okay, and the draw distance isn't very great though, so they do disappear fairly quickly. We can still see them. We can still kind of see them. Alright. Alright, let's turn back in towards the lake. This flying is pretty precarious flying here because we have to go really slow to see these animals. At the same time, gotta be careful. right? We haven't seen any elephants just yet. There are elephants, I assure you. We can see some giraffes off in the distance still. That is great. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to spot any elephants just yet. No crocodiles here yet either. I don't know if there are any. Fascinating, right? Ah, some giraffes right here. Dead in front of us. There's a giraffe. We just passed right on top of him. There it is. Look at that. Running away once the aircraft gets close, which is really nice. The animals do start running away when the aircraft gets close, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm still looking for some elephants here. I can't find any. There are rhinos as well. Again, plotting it exactly is the only way to make sure you see every animal. Because there are zones in which you're likely to find the exact animal. But yeah, it's pretty decent though. Let's see, what else are we looking for here? Still struggling to find the elephants, huh? That's interesting. They're usually the easiest to spot because, you know, pretty big. The lions would be next to impossible. Look at the scenery, man. Damn, that's beautiful. It's very beautiful. That's without reshade, that's with reshade, so... It's a trick to make the trees and everything look a little bit fuller in the default thing. But, alright, let's continue looking. We might find some form of... Alright, I think that's all the animals we're gonna see today because I cannot see any elephants or rhinos. That's a shame. But you never know. We'll continue flying around for a bit more, see if we can spot anything. It's usually around this lake that the animals are found in the scenery. Ah, there it is. Wait, we saw lions. Those are lions. Those are lions. They're right there. That's pretty cool. Okay, I need to form a very tight circle here to be able to see that, but there are some lions over there. I hope you guys caught a glimpse of that, but there are definitely... Okay, I'm stalling now at this point, trying to slow down, but there are some lions over there. It's very difficult to fly this thing exact. Where are we? Okay, we have a significant drop in speed. Ah, the lions are by that watering hole right there. You see that? See that right there? Oh, we are flying at the edge of stall, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's see if I can spot the lions now. Oh no, I don't want the speed to increase. There's also a significant, and I mean significant, wind around here, so it's very difficult. Ah, there they are. See the 3 lions by the watering hole? There they are. We have seen some lions. The lions are very dark. Oh, we just have to get close to see the color. There we go. There's some lions over there. The lions, I'm afraid, don't look very good, but good enough. First time spotting lions in the simulator for me. That's pretty cool, right? That is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting to see the lions. I'm happy about that. Happy about that. Let's continue on here. We need to find some elephants and some rhinos. That is the objective. We'll fly around for a bit more, see if we can spot some elephants. It is good fun flying like this anyway. It's so much fun. Edge of stall, just floating around. Close to the ground. Real fun, but let's see. Oh, let me give it a bit of speed there. Okie dokie. Anything around? I see nothing. Oh, I need to trim because my hands are getting sweaty here from the joystick. I need to trim it up. Trim the aircraft up so I can let go of the joystick a little bit. Oh, we've got something ahead of us. I hope those are elephants. I hope those are elephants. They don't seem... They might be? We'll find out, eh? Okay. There seem to be some large creatures, so I don't know. Wildebeest or elephants, one or the other. We need to spot them. We're unlucky today with the rhinos. Rhinos are also very hard to spot. They look like rocks all the time. There's plenty of these rock formation. Elephants, yes! Objective complete. We've got ourselves a herd of elephants, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a nice big herd of elephants right there. Check that out. Yep. Yeah, look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it? Got baby elephants in there as well. Yes, yes, I know. I'm stalling, I know. But look at that. Let's give it a bit of power there. And I'll turn back around and then we'll try to look at that one more time. Don't you worry, Mr. Aircraft. I'm good at it. Oh, there we go. Would you look at that? I'm gonna give it... Okay. Should come into view any second. Where are they? There they are. You guys can see them now. Oh, Lord, it's very hard to get this right. There they are. Nice big herd of elephants. Okay. We'll continue looking for some more animals here. There's a bunch of buildings over here. I don't know how accurate that is, but okay. Let's keep looking. We might run into something else. So far, we've checked almost all the boxes apart from rhino. Rhino isn't going to be an easy find. I don't even think we're gonna find it at all, because there are very few rhinos around here in the scenery, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. So I head out towards this region perhaps. Usually find animals near the watering hole, or water holes, or whatever you wanna call them. There's something there, isn't there? The problem is it's very difficult to tell if they're rocks or the animals. Those are rocks. Those are not animals, ladies and gentlemen. Those are rocks. Okay, I need to trim it down now. Okay, no animals here as far as I'm concerned. Lion King and MSFS 2024. Imagine that. There's a very typical African safari scene here. But this one is special though. The crater here at Ngorongoro is very special. It is a World Heritage Site. And it's a special one. Very beautiful in real life. Okay, we got some more giraffes. Plenty of giraffes. They're very easy to spot. But not rhinos, eh? Our aircraft is practically falling out of the sky. The edge of what we need to fly at. I want to fly really close to them just like that so you guys can get a good view there. They remain static sometimes and then they suddenly start moving. Some of the animals are a little bit too static, but apart from that, pretty cool. There we go. We're stalling effectively. Let's give it a bit of power. In theory, we could land into the crater and start walking around. Any chance of a rhino is all I'm looking for. But I doubt it. Don't think we are lucky today. I will find it in the video though. Don't you worry about that, but I think in the live we're not going to be able to win. Stalling is fun. Flying like this is fun. We are barely flying. That's the fun of it, isn't it? Oh, animals, animals. Check that out. We got wildebeest. We're chasing them practically. Oh, come on. Falling out of the sky now. Look at that. We are literally rounding them up with our aircraft. And they are responding to the aircraft. It's pretty cool how they respond to the aircraft. Oh, 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 oh. We are crashing. We are crashing. There we go. I stole too much. Oh, now it's gonna do this. Look at this. What? It's put us on the ground? That's interesting. We're just sitting on the ground. Oh, lordy. We're just sitting on the ground now. I was just talking about how fun it would be to land it, and I think the simulator has just put us on the ground after stalling and crash. Oh, look! There's an animal. There's a wildebeest there. There's a wildebeest. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? That is pretty cool. Wait. You know what we can do? I have an idea. I'm not gonna lie, this was supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be a realistic flight. But let's go and check out some of these animals. They run away though, that's a problem. Look at that. Look at that. We got wildebeest running away from us. Pretty cool. Anyway. We stalled too much there, I'm afraid. Let's go ahead and put our aircraft up in the air. Do a little bit of cheating. And we're back flying. There we go. Pull that down. I'll put those flaps up, flaps down completely. And let's continue back with our safari here. Try not to stall again. Stall too much. We have to stall, but I'll try not to stall too much here. Fuel mixture should be halfway. You know what? Let me just keep it the way it's supposed to be. We'll leave it like this, and I'll give it a bit of throttle. All right, we're still looking around for some animals here. We'll take a look at a few more. I think that stall has made me realize something. I think the flight model on this aircraft is pretty good. It's not too bad at all. I don't think it's as bad as I thought it was. I don't think the flight model is as bad as I thought it was. So maybe this aircraft is better than what I thought it was, huh? Lovely little thing. Very fun. Very fun to fly. Maybe I stand corrected there. Okay. Let's continue there. There are no crocs in here to spot, unfortunately. Look at that. That's pretty cool to do. Nearly stalling once again. Look at that. Oh, I need to get in. Oh my lordy. Haha. That is, yep. Right on time, at the nick of time. But yeah, that's pretty fun though. Okay. Nice textures on the ground, but here's my question, right? 2020 cuts down the ground texture when you are flying high for the sake of details when you're flying really up close. But what is the point of having an LOD that is that bad? And I have my LOD set on max, and max? Yeah, I have my LOD set on max. And why on earth would we have such late spawning in of details? Maybe because this scenery is originally intended for 2020 and not 2024. So that could be why, right? That could be why. The LODs are a little bit off. Okay, we got some more animals finally. What is this one? It seems to be buffalo? There can't be buffaloes here. There are no buffaloes. There are no buffaloes here. Why would there be buffaloes here? They appear to be buffaloes of some sort. Okay, I'm gonna stall if I don't watch out again. All right. That is fun. Okay, I think we've spotted quite a bit of animals today. It's time for us to turn around and land our lovely little aircraft back from where we came from, don't you think? Don't you think? I need to let go. Hang on, let me give it off to the autopilot here. Oh, okay, disconnect the autopilot. Go up there, give it off to the autopilot right there. Just hold that for me, thank you very much. Let me put my... Let's head back towards our airport. There we go. I don't think we're gonna make it. We need to circle around. So let's go to heading. Let's circle our aircraft around so we can climb out really well over that cliff top, and then we'll go in and land. Okay, I'm gonna put my fuel mixture to full rich here. Flaps down. Switch between the tanks. Yep. It also helps balance out any imbalances. Obviously this tree line isn't accurate. It's a little bit something wrong with the mesh there. Again, it's meant for 2020, this scenery. It's not exactly meant for 2024, but I just thought it would be something fun for us to try out here. There's our airstrip we're gonna land at, so let's turn. We have strong winds today, very strong winds. That's why our aircraft is struggling quite a bit, and plus we're at high altitude as well. It's very high altitude around these parts. Okay. Excellent. So there's the hotel or a resort or whatever that we checked out earlier. There it is. Our airstrip should be somewhere here, right? Yep, that's what it's showing on the map. And let's go in and find ourselves at a landing. I'll try to do a bit of a SkyDolly. It is a GA aircraft, so not much in the way of skydollying, but still, for the sake of exercise, I'll do it. And the airstrip is... where is it? Oh, it's right in front of us. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, time to take manual control. My aircraft. Max RPM. Fuel pump on, landing light on. My aircraft. There we go. Where is the airstrip? There it is. Plenty of runway, but I don't know how well I'll be able to make this landing. The winds are not in my favor. I have a 27 knot tailwind. A 27 knot tailwind. Oh lord, that's rough. It's very rough, particularly for this aircraft. Okay, we are down. We are down nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen. That was as smooth as could be, right? And welcome back to the airstrip where we took off from. Ngorongoro Airport is where this is. Okay, so there's no proper taxiways today. It's just a grass strip anyway. So let's just go back to our taxi area and then we'll take a look at the landing replay. Come on. There we go. Alright, welcome back in. Let's put our flaps up here. Pretty fun, right? Pretty fun. Piper Dakota, highly underrated aircraft. Very nice. However, I do wish they made a study level of it. It's nearly there though. If there was a study level of this with this texture, oh my god, I would have loved this aircraft. You know what it is? I've always been someone who said that gimmicks have no point. but I feel like the more features there are, obviously the better it is, you know. It gives you more immersive feel. Gives the aircraft more character. So maybe gimmicks and, you know, random flushing toilets and random opening doors do have a point. We should ideally fly with the version without the wheel covers there, because a lot of debris is likely to get stuck in those wheel covers. So we should probably be flying the one without the wheel covers when you are going out to such environments, I assume. I'm not sure. Okay, let's come back in. Okay, that is a premature turn right there, but it's fine. It's all grass at the end of the day. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and check out that landing, which probably was pretty smooth for a 25 knot tailwind. What do you mean remove them in the sim? Yes, I can. There is a variant of the Piper Dakota which does not have the covers for the wheel, just the bare wheels. Alright, there we go. We are in here. I'm going to put the parking brake on, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at our landing replay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and check that out. SkyDolly is available, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and check that out. I'll just go back all the way. Yep, all the way till our approach is good today, because it's going to be fun to check this out, right? So let's check it out. Landing replay number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Very crazy approach. There we go, plenty of runway room. Nice and floaty, and there you go. Down on the ground. Nice and easy. Very beautiful aircraft, goodness me. I love this aircraft. I need to get my hands on the Piper Comanche. I have to get my hands on the Piper Comanche. I really want it. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that landing replay one more time from here, where things get a little bit crazy, right? And this time we'll use this view. There we go, landing replay from this view. This is where I take manual control, I believe. No. Yeah. Let's see how it went. Pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, in the grass we are. Obviously the recapture there wasn't very successful. As you can tell, it's a little bit jerky, but that's okay. Let's check out our flyby view. We're inside a bush. Pretty fun, right? Nice. Beautiful. Let's check that out one more time properly, shall we? Let's play that. Coming in nice and easy. Okay, that's not right either. I want to get a proper replay here. go. Nice. Lovely. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Gonna go ahead and perform one more landing replay, which is going to be from the cabin point of view right here. And that's pretty much it. Let's go. Perform that landing replay. Oh yeah. Even with all the immersive effects going on, that was pretty smooth down there, huh? Very nice, very, very nice. Hope you guys enjoyed that flight. Let's go ahead and fast forward all the way to our parking now, as we usually do. Let's go 16 times today. There we go, into our little airstrip, parking right there, and ta-da. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and shut down our lovely little aircraft. Okay, do we have parking brakes on? Yes, we do. That's set fine. That's set fine. Let's cut our propellers. Let's cut that. Cut everything. And there we go. Goes to off. That goes to off. Those go to off. Fuel pump off. Alternator off. Avionics. This one can come to off. That can come to off. That. We'll wait for that a little bit. Wait. Why is our thing still spinning? What? Is our propeller still spinning because that's how windy it is, or what is going on right now? Oh, well, something is broken in the sim, eh? Yeah, I don't know why the propeller is still spinning. I think it's FSRealistic messing up though. Nope, I was wrong about that. Something is messing up, but interesting. Got fuel cutoff, this cutoff. Come on, everything should be off right now. But our engine is still spinning around. That's interesting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There's a glitch. There's a glitch. Let me try that again. Let me try starting up the engine, right? I think it's the replay. It's all obviously the replay that did that, but nonetheless, let me just give it one more primer. Okay, there we go. Give it a bit of oomph. And then I'll cut the propeller. And then I'll cut the condition lever there. Yeah, it's not shutting down. So that is probably a bug. Yeah, that is probably a bug with the replay mode. We don't need to worry about that. We do not need to worry about that. So everything is off. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's a bug for sure. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed that lovely little flight there. That was checking out the crater scenery for 2020 in 2024. This is a 2020 scenery, so it does have some issues that we discussed here and there. However, it is an absolutely beautiful scene here, and the LODs in 2024 are just not good. However, absolutely beautiful, right? Very, very beautiful part of the world. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope some developer at least brings out the 2024 version for this, because I would like to see a fully modeled version of this area of the world, because it's really beautiful, honestly. So yeah, hope you guys had a good time there. Go check out my new tutorial that I released yesterday, and we're going to have another live stream in about 12 to 13 hours today for sure. We're going to have one. It's going to be an airline flight, and it's probably going to be an X-plane, but there's a good chance it could also be in 2024, so 50-50 there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Anas, as usual, and Codays, thank you very much. If you do actually become my first member, obviously you will have the perks of that. Once in a while, I'm gonna involve you in some I'm gonna throw some choices your way. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I've got some tiers for memberships set up as well on Patreon. I'll release that in a bit. Thank you for the idea, by the way, Codays. I appreciate that. I've been thinking about that, but thank you very much for reminding me about Patreon. I will set that up and I will release it in the coming few days. And yeah, so yeah, trying to come up with unique stuff to offer you guys in return for the membership, you know, so that you guys can get, as well as, you know, as much as I appreciate the support, so that you guys can feel like you are getting your money's worth, so to speak. All right. So once again, thank you. I shall catch you in the next stream. It is going to be an airliner flight for sure. It is probably going to be an X-Plane 12, if not MSFS, whichever I feel like, to be honest. Whichever I can prepare for the quickest, that will be where our next stream is. So yeah, have a good day and I shall catch you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye. See you guys.